And welcome to the Roseland Podcast. I am your host, Roseland Perkins. And welcome to the Roseland Podcast. I am your host. So it sounds good. All right. Today we have a great show. I think this is a part two of what we have done like probably 4 or 5 months ago. If not, it's just the first time we ever talked about it in this type of title. But other than that, how's everybody's day going? It's Friday. I'm gonna say it's Friday, and I'm glad it is Friday. And the reason why is like, you know what? I get to sleep in. I don't have to go to work. And next week, I only work probably like once or twice a week. This week, next week. Excuse me. But if you even give a shit, my day was good. I slept, 10% of the day. The other day I was up, doing some shit. I gotta clean this room now. After I'm done, even have my drink, I'm gonna clean this room. Mm. I might even wash dishes. I think I'm gonna wash all the dishes tonight and put them away. So I'm gonna be up all night. Yes, I am gonna be up all night. And I'm just gonna tell you what's on my mind and stuff. And give me a second, everyone. Let me reset. Let me reset a few things. See how everything looks. All right, it looks good. So stuff has been on my mind lately, and it has been the FBA Foundational Black American situation has been going on. I have been arguing with people. People have been arguing with me over my opinions. But people have to understand everybody has an opinion like an asshole. So if a person feels or wants to support something, by all means, let people support things. Like this is how I feel. People, I know what, I'm not even gonna talk about it just yet because we can use it as a topic. But I have been going on. I've been having situations with people and other people's opinions and stuff like that, and I had to grow up and say like, you know what? That's that person's opinion, and I have to respect it. By all means, I have to respect it. Just like how everybody respects, the LGBTQ community, just like how everybody respect Afro Latina, Latina X, all this crazy shit, respect the FBA. And before we start, like and subscribe my podcast, well, my platform. And this will be on YouTube tomorrow, definitely. So don't think you're gonna miss anything. Yeah, it will be on YouTube. Best believe pass it out. Um, I've been in a crazy big deep thought. The thought is what is the black identity? Who is this black identity? What makes a black identity? Maybe a skin color, maybe a culture, maybe a mannerism. Um, there's a lot of stuff that makes people a foundational black American. But is that black culture? What is black culture to America? Because you want to hear something crazy? I have a friend that's in Japan, and My buddy was like, "Yo, you know, a lot of Black Americans get a bad rap in the Asian countries," and I'm like, "Why? You know, there's not a lot of us there." He was like, "Well, you know, there's a lot of people that come from like Africa and all these other countries, and they say that they're Black American. They're black." And I was like, "How can that be if they never been to the States?" Well, that's how they get girls. Because when people see on TV, they see Black Americans. And I always say this to people. I think being black and um, being a foundational Black American, uh, what's the word? I think we're fetish size. People don't like black people because they like black people. They like black people because it's like a thrill to these people half the time. You know, it always been like that. That's what gets these girls off. You know, even these guys like black women because it's a thrill. You know, the girl bring you to the project. She show you all her cousins. Cousins is crazy. That gets certain bitches off. You know, well, niggas off. You know, I have crazy stories like that. It's just one thing I never done is I never brought my clients to the projects of the hood, and the reason why, something can happen to them. Like something bad can happen to them because they're not addicted to that. I mean, they're not tapped into that type of environment. They might be tapped into that type of person, but environment, no. You can get yourself hurt. You know. Also, also subscribe and share the platform definitely. You know. Hold on one second. I gotta share it myself. You know. Yeah, just I always tell people that. I was like, I always tell people all the time, you gotta be careful of, you know, you gotta be careful of people like that, you know, and it could be the people that even look like you know, like I'm gonna give you an example. There's this guy on Twitter, Ancestors Oza, voice of the ancestors. This guy, him and his buddies, a few of his buddies, and if y'all know Bobby, you know Bobby can get a little bit of, disrespectful, even to white women. Bobby just don't give a fuck. Me, I just try to carry myself where I can have a conversation with you. 2 days ago or yesterday, Bobby has trying to have a conversation with people like voicing the ancestor and the other guy. I told Bobby and I warned Bobby. I was like, these type of people are not gonna have a conversation with you. Once you start to prove that they're wrong, they're gonna have an issue. They're gonna start throwing, oh well, your ancestors are slaves and you niggas was on boats and Bobby found out what I was talking about yesterday. So he told him, he's like, see, he's like, yo, we were just having a constructive conversation with you. Why are you? I was like, why are you being petty? Because the fucking guy said Creole people were Haitian. My family's Creole, and I got no Haitian in me. Do your 20, do your 23 and me. Like, I ain't doing that bullshit. That shit's a waste of money. That 23andMe is a waste of money. I'm gonna tell y'all how it's a scam. Back in those days, there was no such thing as Nigeria. There was no such thing as Benin. There was no such thing as Benin since I think the 1900s. We've been out of Africa for over 5 to 600 years, probably even longer than that. How the fuck we know what country we come from? All those places were tribes. So how the fuck we know where we are in Africa? That shit's a scam. It's a waste of money. And I've been told, oh, check your DNA. You got Nigerian motherfuckers calling themselves Nigerians, but they're all tribalistic. That shit don't make no sense. If y'all from one country, y'all are the same people. Why are y'all divided by tribes? I've been told Bobby that. I try to explain to Bobby. I was like, Bobby, these type of niggas, these Pan-African wannabe motherfuckers are not gonna listen. There is no black and African coalition. There's no black and African unity. There's no black power in Africa or the fucking Caribbean islands. They're all tribalistic. And I always tell people I stand on that. And it might seem like I'm talking shit about y'all motherfuckers, but y'all are tribalistic type of people. There is no unity with people out of your tribes. I'm just being personally honest. There might be some, because they have hope, but at the end of the day, they hope that we fail. I'm just gonna be personally honest. They hope that we fail. We fail in life. We fail at life. We fail at everything. You know, and should I be surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I've been know these motherfuckers is like that. These motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. I dated a lot. I dated and messed with a lot of African girls in out of my life, and I know how these motherfuckers is. I know how these motherfuckers think. I personally probably has a PhD on how a fucking African operates. I'm being personally honest. Their mannerisms is like they better than you, especially Nigerians. Now, the reason why the reason why Africans don't even like Nigerians is because of they stuck up. They think they're better than people. They think they're smarter than people. Israel Azania just acts like that because he's from Australia? No, he acts like that because he's fucking Nigerian. They're always fucking snobby. They always feel like, oh, well, you know what? What I'm saying is the only correct way. Why you think Burna Boy came out his mouth and said like, oh yeah, black people don't have fucking culture? Then when niggas is like, oh yeah, they pressed you on it. Oh yeah, people are stupid because they don't understand what I mean. They mean I'm trying to bring people together, but they divided. Nigga, you know how crazy that sounds? That shit sounds crazy. This is why a lot of Nigerians don't fuck with a lot of Nigerians. Because of that mannerism. And I've been telling people, I was like, yo, they're not all like that. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot like that. I had one Nigerian try to tell me about the poverty in the black community. Like he been in this fucking country forever. I'm like, nigga, you haven't even been in this country for 10 years. And you're trying to tell me about black poverty. I was like, but if I start talking about your country, you'll be like, oh, yeah, it's not about that. So why do you do that? I told him. Everybody sells drugs. Not everybody in black community sells drugs. This is why I always tell people all the time, like, yo, don't start that shit. Because if we really start talking about crime, we're going to see where the real crime coming from. This is why a lot of people don't want delineation. Once we find out what delineation is, we're gonna see who's committing all these crimes, and it's not gonna be Black Americans. That 10% will go down to like 4 to 5%, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's all these fucking foreigners." Like a white person talking about crime with me, I was like, "Motherfucker, have you ever been to the trailer parks? The most poorest and dirty place, the most dirtiest and dangerous place in America is a white community, nigga. Are you serious?" Oh, but y'all got Chicago. Okay, so black people only live in Chicago. Like, come on. Like, I had to explain to this guy. I was like, and Bobby was doing the same thing. I was like, yo, Bobby, this is why we need delineation and stuff. Oh, well, and he always was always against, oh, delineation, delineation. I was like, yo, I think black Americans needs delineations right now. Because black Americans is taking hits for everybody. Black Americans are scapegoats for everybody's crime. But not everybody fuck with black Americans. So we're fighting everybody's crime. We're having these fake ass fucking coalitions, especially in New York. And I'm sorry to talk about New York. I love New York, but these fake ass coalitions and stuff like, oh yeah, the blacks and the Puerto Ricans was, we were always been friends. No, no, no. Y'all niggas never been friends like that. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. Y'all motherfuckers is liars. We don't hear about the wars and stuff. Then I was watching this other dude. Shout out to him on YouTube. I forgot the man's name. People were coming up on there talking crazy shit, talking about, oh yeah, why do Latinos say the word nigger? You know, and they was like, oh yeah, it's a cultural thing and stuff. And I always warn people about that shit too, with the word nigger and stuff. I have say it all. I say it a lot, but it's a tricky situation. I feel like with black culture, everybody feels like they have to be in black culture. Everybody feels like they have to. Black culture always has to be shared with them. And I've been told people from day one. I'm like, yo, this is gonna bite people in the ass. I was like, niggas need to start telling the truth. If y'all don't start telling the truth, y'all gonna have a hard time. And they were like, "No, no, we all as one." Dot dot. My father used to do this bullshit too. My father used to talk about, oh yeah, black unity, the red, black, and green. And my father don't know that Pan African is like Jamaican, Trinidadian, African. It's like everybody going back to Africa. Like nigga, I'm not going to Africa at all, my nigga. I'm just being personally honest. Who the fuck want to go to Africa? Africans, that's it, and Europeans to get some like to get some African young boys and shit. Like Europeans always trying to fuck something. And I'm just being personally honest. I think they always trying to fuck somebody. You know. And it's fucked up to say, and it's probably because their lineage is dying. And their lineage is dying because at the end of the day, the technology, the way how they look at it, wanting to be pure white, um, like white women don't want to be pure white. I'm just being personally honest. White women don't want to be pure white because they know the people with the melanin is the most dominant society. That's why they go after like black men and want black babies because If it's not an accessory thing, it's a genetic thing. They will last longer in the world. You know, who got the strongest genes in the world? Black men. Like, don't get me wrong, you can have African genetic, but all that African genetic, I don't think it's our ethnogenesis is strong. Like, Africans are good at one thing, but Black Americans is just ability is just big. It's like they great at everything. They can adapt to everything, and it's mostly because of our struggles. You know, I'm just being personally honest. It's the struggles. Like Africans had struggles, but their struggles was because of them, because of their tribalistics. Our struggles is because we didn't have a choice. It's when you put yourself into a situation, it's not really a struggle. It's like, nigga, you put yourself into that situation. Now you just gotta get yourself out of that situation. A lot of a lot of countries and continents is like that. And this is why I say I don't shit on the Africans, but at the end of the day, their struggles is different from ours. It always has been different from ours. That's why I always got confused when people used to like, oh yo, we are all the same. We're brothers. That's why I always tell people, don't call me like. I always tell an African guy at my job, please don't call me brother. Oh, why? Why not? I said, just don't call me that. It offends me. It offends me. You know, I'd rather have a Spanish person call me brother, or little brother, or big brother. Please don't call me brother. Like, I really, really got to know you as an African to have you call me that. Even a white person, please don't call me brother. It offends me. Oh, whoa, you know how I mean it. It's not the point. Just please don't call me it. You know? And everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, just. Hold on one second. I'm sorry we didn't start. I'm just rambling on and stuff. You know how I get. I ramble on to things and just we just talk. You know, we're just talking right now and like I always tell people all the time is probably for the first 30 minutes we ramble on 20, 30 minutes we ramble on, we talk about certain stuff. Oh yeah, another announcement. Um Actually right now, and if you look on my X, I'm putting up the new logo. You know, but yeah, it just I always tell people that. I was like, yeah, you know, just I always tell people that. I was like, yeah, don't just be you gotta be careful. Alright, I put the new logo up and everything too, you know. I do wanna say this though. Um as a black man, there's nothing wrong with differences. It just teaches you how to adapt to life. You know? That's just how I look at it. Another black man might look at it differently, but I look at it as, you know what? It's different. We'll figure it out. You know. Hold on one second. But yeah, I've been told people that it's just life is nuts, so you gotta take it a certain way. Ooh, perfect. Um, Also too, the documentary is going good. I do have to tell y'all that. I'm right now. I'm just I'm putting finances together, seeing what I have to get, seeing if I'm gonna get another camera. I know I have to get a new laptop. There's a few things I have to get. Um, that's why I also say, yeah, sending a donation is not for the platform. It's just as for the platform. Right now, I'm not taking no income, so it's just most of the income goes into the podcast and the projects that we do for y'all and stuff. That's all it does. And like if you fit send me clothes and stuff like, yo, this is my brand, woo woo, I might wear it onto the next show. You know, definitely, and I'll promote it. There's no problem with me promoting it. I like promoting people's stuff. I like wearing people's clothes if I can make it look good. Absolutely. So I think it's fine. Um, I do want to get me I do want to get me an African American heritage flag. I call it an FBA flag because I think FBA has two flags. Well, three. They got the maroon heritage flag and they got the African American flag, and well, I call it a Black American flag. And also, we got the shit that Tariq Nasheed made. So next week I'm gonna buy a FBA flag and I will be putting it right there. So Kia Kai Green, I do like you, but we do have to upgrade in this motherfucker. So I'll be putting it up like right here. Yeah, that's my Black Jesus right there. So let me see if I can set this shit up. Hold on. All right, a little bit better. But I do want to say, but before we start, I just want people to know at the end of the day to have better relationships with other cultures and stuff. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to, conversate. The shit that Fat Joe did, he's a sucker for that shit. He's a sucker because he attacked the whole culture. He attacked the whole culture because he had a situation with Tariq Nasheed. Of course, he had a problem with Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, what he was saying was true. And like even with the guy, let me see the guy who Bobby was talking about, and I'm gonna say the nigga's name. So if he gets mad, tell him to eat a dick. You know, give me a second. I'll tell you who this nigga was arguing with. Mm, is that nigga following me? I think he's following me. Marco Lanzero. That's the man's name. Bobby was arguing with him, and I've been told Bobby, I was like, those type of niggas from Africa and stuff, they're different. And this is why I always tell people all the time, y'all niggas need to stop saying that, oh yeah, we the same, we brothers and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, they get mad, they'll start calling us fucking akatas and shit like that. All jokes aside, all jokes aside, you know? And and it's not that black people don't like y'all. It's never that. Black people love everybody. We acceptable with everybody. We might make fun of you and shit like that, but at the end of the day, we accept everybody. There's this guy Ike who I used to go to school with. I think he went to Penn State though for college. Very smart guy. He was in one of my classes. Friendly. Niggas really never fucked with him. There was another guy. His problem is he couldn't adapt. Then he was fucking around with those fucking the Caribbeans. The Caribbeans were beating him up. They were picking on him. But at the end of the day, the Africans would say, "Oh, it was the black people." Just like what they do in Florida. It's mostly in Haitians. There's mostly West Indians and fucking Latinos. So the Haitians was getting beat up by the Jamaicans and stuff. They'll say it was black people. Knowing black people will, nigga, we accept y'all anywhere. Like look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross, he's from Mississippi. Niggas from Mississippi, so he's probably Creole. You know, the nigga's probably Creole. And like I had to tell this dude, um, well, I told Bobby, I was like Bobby, cause he arguing with the nigga. I'm like, yo, Bobby. I was like, yo, just stick to this marketing and this shit for me. Yeah, 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 but this nigga's stupid. He's talking about, oh yeah, this guy who created, I think the saxophone was Haitian. And I was like, yo, look, you gotta look that shit up, man. I was like, what's the nigga's name? So he sent me the dude's name, so I looked it up for him. I was like, the nigga's from Louisiana. The nigga thinks everybody from Louisiana is Haitian. No, they're Creole. Creole is just, to me, and I'm gonna be personally honest, Creole is just broken English, a broken language that was oppressed onto somebody. It's just like it's like the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, they speak Spanglish. It's not Spanish because the Spaniards speak Spanish. They go in there, they be like, yo, what the fuck is this man saying? And like the Haitians, they don't speak French, but they speak a dialect of French, but it's French Creole. It's Haitian Creole. Cape Verdeans, they don't speak Portuguese. They speak a Creole. Was it a Cape Verdean Creole, as they call it? If I stand to Kuze, it's not Portuguese. It's a Cape Verdean. It's Cape Verdean Creole. How Black Americans speak. It's a form of a English dialect, but sometimes these motherfuckers don't know what we saying. Like we used to use the Creole to not to like hide our language from like the Spaniards and the French and the English people. So that's why some of those people in America they speak Geechee Goulet was it Geechee Goulet or something like that. I always talk about my great great grandmother. She was Geechee. She spoke a form of Creole. You know. Then you go down to Louisiana, they speak a form of Creole. Like so we're all different, you know, and also I want to say this. Again as black people and I think this is our fault. What is our fault is we telling everybody that they're black. I am a I am a victim of doing shit like that, telling people that they're black and knowing that they're not black, and I just be trolling too much. All jokes aside, because I remember I told was it this Dominican arguing with this Haitian guy talking about, oh yeah, you come from a dirty ass country. I was like, nigga, Haiti and Dominican Republic is the same fucking country, my nigga. Oh no, it isn't. It's a different nigga. Y'all niggas are like North Korea and South Korea, my nigga. There's nothing different from y'all. The same people you got in Dominican Republic is the same people you got in Haiti. Oh, you're trolling and that's not. I'm like, nigga, I'm telling you, you think I'm joking with you. And the nigga's name is Brandon D. So if you want to know who I'm talking about, look in, and he's a racist Dominican too. He's a racist Dominican, and this nigga always talking about, oh yeah, you niggers is cotton pickers. Like nigga, what you think you was doing in Dominican Republic? You picking candy? Was it the sugar canes and shit, my nigga? Them fucking Spaniards was fucking the shit out of y'all niggas. Y'all, this is what y'all did. Y'all did what the fucking Argentinians did. You let these niggas rape y'all niggas just so y'all can be a lighter skin. Not your tribal skin, a lighter skin. Your oppressor skin. This is why I always tell people all the time, be careful with these cultures, man. You gotta be careful with these cultures. If not, you gotta look it up. I used to think, oh, everybody, everybody's cool and shit like that, and yada yada yada. No, man, a nigga would be nigga. You didn't see what just Papoose just did to Easy the Block, Captain. Nigga punched him in his face, not because the nigga was fucking his girl, is because the nigga shook his hand and didn't know, and the nigga didn't know that he was fucking his girl. That's why he punched him in his face. It was an honorable thing. Some of these foreign motherfuckers, and he's a fake fucking Muslim. Easy the Block Captain is a fake Muslim. I'm gonna call it as it is. He's a fake Muslim. He's a nigga that do Ramadan for a week and that's it, my nigga. Let me tell you something. I practiced the be. I was in the Islamic belief for 15 years. For 15 fucking years because I had an epiphany. I'm not a Muslim no more, but there's certain things I do agree with, but I can't be no Muslim. And then personally, the reason why I can never be a Muslim, I will never be a Muslim in a million years, it's not because of the culture, it's because of their history. Their history with black people, their history of them castrating black people like white people did. Them raping black men, them raping black women, them torturing black people, them having black slaves. Why the fuck? That's like me being Christian again. That is like me being a Christian again. Nigga, let me tell you something. Last time when I was good in church, last time I was in church with my mother, there's a motherfucker told me I was going to hell because I smoked weed. And this nigga had a bad history. This nigga's in jail right now. The nigga who told me I'm gonna be in hell is in jail right now. All jokes aside, and this is why I don't listen to these crazy ass niggas. Once they start talking about this Bible, nah, nigga, you don't know the Bible like that. Oh, God loves everybody, nigga. Where's that in the Bible? 316, God died for everybody. No, it doesn't say that, my nigga. Stop saying that. You're lying. I haven't had. Yo, let me tell you something. My mother and my grandmother made me have a come. My mother and grandmother had to make me come at them a different way when it came to the Bible. I was like, Grams, where does that shit say that in that Bible? Cause y'all been telling me this shit for years, but I haven't seen it. Oh, 316. Jesus Christ said he gave his only son. Yeah, but that wasn't for everybody. He was talking about the children of Israel. Jesus Christ was talking about his people. When they say they gave the world, he gave the world his only son, that means like, yo, a world can be a society. A world can be like a third world country. A, a group or something. Like we get these worlds. Oh, he didn't give the earth. He didn't give everybody because he would have said earth. Oh no. You mixing up the words. I was like, Grams, I'm telling you. They have been lying to us. God loves everybody. Where in the Bible say God? I know God. I remember in the Bible God said he hated somebody. He said he hated fucking Esau. Oh, he hated his personality. Grams, he was in the womb. How was his personality in the womb? Ma, how's his personality in the womb? That don't make no sense. You've been lying to us, Ma. They've been lying to you. Then you spreading lies to the family. Then you spreading lies to your family. I'm not trying to say don't keep your faith, but read the motherfucking Bible at least. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you one reason why me and my mother have a bad relationship. And it's the thing about she never gives me credit for anything. One of the credits was when I was smoking one day. I started seeing white people jog. I almost ran myself because I seen somebody jogging. It's not because he was white, it's because he was running. I thought the police was chasing him. I had to stop the motherfucker and say, yo, what are you doing? Oh, I'm jogging, I'm exercising. Nigga, where are you from? I was like, yo, ma, they trying to kick black people out the community. You high, get out my face. Ma, we need to buy a house. You need to stop smoking that shit. Basically, she wanted to say to me. Her fucking pastor says it, and she goes off and buy a fucking house. Like, my nigga. Then she comes back and like, yo, the pastor said buy a house. It's like, nigga, I told you that 4 months ago. What is you talking about? Oh, you didn't tell me nothing. You crazy. Okay. That's why I have. Let me tell you something. This is why I have tough relationships with people because at the end of the day, when I tell motherfuckers something and shit, niggas look at me crazy and shit. And when something happened, oh, yeah, you were right. No, I'm sorry. Niggas never apologize to me, and I'm gonna be personally honest. Niggas never apologize to me, and the reason why niggas don't apologize to me, because they think I'm beneath them. Everybody, everybody, everybody knows better than me. That's why I act crazy. You know what? I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna talk my bullshit. Don't say no crazy shit. Nigga, you acting like a sucker right now. Why you acting like a sucker, man? What do you mean? I'm like, nigga, you getting mad over, you getting emotional. You're not even getting mad, you getting emotional, my nigga. Like, yo, what's going on? I'm just joking with you. If you just like, yo, just chill out on the joking, woo woo. Nigga, you just pulled a whole fucking Karen on me right now, my nigga. Oh, blah, 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 and all this and that. I'm having a tough time. Nigga, that's why I'm here. If you side, my nigga. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah. Especially if you're black, yo, nigga, I'm always gonna be by your side, my nigga. And like, let me tell you something. And this is why I told y'all in the beginning. Not every like, not every foreigner is gonna understand you. Not every foreigner is gonna be like, yo, I'm your friend to the end. We don't give a fuck. But like, cause I have friends that are like non-foundational Black Americans. Wiz Mason. Wiz Mason is Jamaican. But when we tell you what's so cool about Wiz Mason could take some jokes, he can talk shit. But at the end of the day, put it this way. For motherfucker getting reparation, me and Wiz Mason is going down to Magic City and we getting some lemon pepper chicken that motherfucking day, nigga. You give me my 300,000. Yeah, nigga, I'm going down to yo. I would tell my homie downstairs like, yo, let's go, but his wife, man, she ain't gonna let him go, so he ain't going to Atlanta with us. We'll be back in like 1 or 2 days. Fuck it. Lemon pepper chicken at Magic City. Nigga, you can't go, man. And there's gonna be ranch there too, man. Like, yo, there's gonna be ranch and everything there. But you can't go. Why not? Your wife, man. We gotta ask your wife, man. You can't go to Magic City with us. Getting that lemon pepper chicken. I'm gonna be like this with the lemon pepper chicken. Like, Yo, there's gonna be bad black people there, yo, nigga. Hey, yo, you know what? Cause I don't like Myron Gaines, I'm gonna buy some Jordans and get a bottle of Hennessy and not drink it. I'm just doing that just to be petty to Myron Gaines, just to be petty, my nigga. But I'm gonna open up a business though once I get my money. Cause yo, America owe me my money, my nigga. I'm gonna say that. That's this is how we're gonna start it off. The black identity. What is the black identity? I did want to say the black American identity, but that black identity is what everybody thinks of when they see black people. When people see black people, they think of black Americans. They don't think of Trinidadians. They don't think of Jamaicans and stuff. They think of black Americans. That's the real black identity. You know, like yo, you go to like Nigeria and England, them niggas is cosplaying being black Americans. Like yo, this shit is natural to us. Being cool is natural to us. Being lit is natural to us. You know? But that shit ain't natural to like a European or an African or a Caribbean people. Cause the thing about it, it's a cultural thing. That's why. This is why I say, yo, hip hop is it's a black American form of art. Cause that shit didn't start really. The elements in the form, the blueprint didn't start in New York. It started in the South, and we have to say that. So all y'all New Yorkers talk, oh yeah, it's a New Yorker. It's not, my nigga. It's the South. It's just evolved to New York because everybody from South Carolina, North Carolina, and other states went to fucking New York. In the Great Migration. When the jobs started popping off, niggas was going to New York. Niggas was getting jobs and everything. That's why what's my man Malcolm X was up there, and Malcolm X was a mix. He was mixed. He was like black and fucking some type of West Indian, you know. But I'm gonna say this about him, and I said this about Louis Farrakhan and Malcolm X. Louis Farrakhan, to me, technically is a white man, but he always dealt with black situations carefully. He never said the wrong thing about a black man. He understands the black struggle and the black culture, because when they look at him, they think of the nigga sacrificed his whiteness to be a black man, to have his mother's genetics. Bob Marley, he's different. Bob Marley is a white man to me. I'm just being personally honest. Bob Marley's father is a white man. And I know niggas is gonna go crazy and say like, oh, that's fucked up. But the nigga came from a white man's nutsack. When he was doing reggae, how did he start doing reggae? He wanted to be like black Americans. He wanted to be like a black American band, dressing alike, doing the little two steps, playing the music. Yes, that was lit. But I always tell people all the time, do I consider him a black man? Do he has black culture? No. He has Ethiopian culture. The shit that he was talking about, the Zion and shit like that, most of that shit is from like Ethiopia. The Rastafari shit. Anybody can be a fucking Rastafari. You know? And it's like even when black people were helping the Ethiopians and stuff, they gave black Americans land. Jamaicans ran over there and took it. Say, oh yeah, we helped too. Just like how Haitians, they take credit for like some of the civil wars and shit like that. And those people have an ethnogenesis in America. But you have to understand, the war was already over. We already did what we did. You know, we already got busy. We got busy without y'all niggas. Y'all just came up here just to clean it up. Like, let's be honest. If we're really gonna be honest, let's be honest. Y'all niggas just came to clean up, The stuff that we got busy, y'all had the light work. We already settled you gotta understand, a black American or a foundational black American, and I'm talking about Geechees, niggas who would sit over here on the boat, or them, yeah, whoever would sit over here on the boat, y'all got an ethnogenesis. It is what it is. Like y'all have no. Put it this way, technically you have no ties to that fucking land over there in Haiti or in Africa. Because there has been Haitian people that were in Haiti sent to America, but they don't have no ties to that land because where's that book? I have a book of a guy. I haven't had time to read it yet, but there was this guy. The movie that what's his name did, crazy ass Will Smith did, called The Emancipation. That nigga. Found it. So Will Smith basically did this man's documentary. You see that man's back, he got beat the fuck out of. He came from Haiti. You know? And give me a second. And like it's a crazy story. I don't want to watch the Will Smith movie because Will Smith, I don't trust Will Smith anymore. He's a liability if you ask me. Do I like Will Smith? Yeah, he got some cool movies, but some of the other movies that he did, I can't fuck with it. Does he have a black identity? We don't know. So, I always tell people this. As a black man, a lot of people they're always gonna look down on us. There's no ands or buts about it. There's no, or how can we fix it? We can't fix it. We have to fix ourselves first before we try to help these people anymore. So all this shit that's happening in Gaza, yo, y'all niggas gonna have to fix it yourself, or y'all gonna have to wait until we fix what's going on over here with us. Let me tell you something. We took enough time fixing the Caribbean islands, being on y'all side with the Caribbean islands and Africa, the Arab countries. Then when black people get themselves in a situation, y'all don't do shit. Y'all niggas don't do shit. Because y'all niggas is about to get deported. You want us to stop and... No, we ain't doing that shit no more. Niggas is tired of doing that shit. And the reason why we're tired of doing that, because at the end of the day, y'all just turn y'all back on us. Why the fuck would I want to help you? Oh, yeah, because, we were cool and shit. No, nigga, we can't keep on doing this. We can't keep on doing the same thing. And it's just going to be my fault for going back. It's like one of those relationships where you got an abusive spouse and you just keep going back. Nigga, what? Nigga, you ain't gonna keep on abusing me. This is why everybody's mad. Fat Joe's mad because niggas didn't vote for... A lot of black people didn't vote at all. Like, as most black people vote for Democrats because they think they have to vote for Democrats, because they think they have been told that Democrats is on their side, but Democrats hasn't done shit for black people in like 80, 90 years. Technically, they probably was the worst towards black Americans. Even though Ronald Reagan put drugs in the streets, and I'm gonna say he put drugs in Compton. That motherfucker was a drug dealer. Oh, craziest shit I heard from a white person about Ronald Reagan was this nigga had dementia or some crazy shit like that. I'm like, no, it was his wife Nancy. But that wasn't that bitch. He was the fucking president. oh well, he was going through some issues, nigga. That ain't got shit to do with shit. Or that shit that don't got shit to do with nothing. And this is what you gotta say to people. It's about that black identity. What are you doing for the black Americans? This is what, let me tell you something. Every 4 years of election, and I'm gonna warn all of y'all, it's gonna get worse. The reason why it's gonna get worse is because black people are asking. We're gonna be asking for the next 4 to 8 years. What are you doing for black America? Not what you doing for everybody. And this is what I've been telling people for the last, 4 elections. Y'all niggas need to start asking, what are y'all doing for black Americans? All these words, minorities and all this other stuff, a white person could be a minority. Let that motherfucker be gay or a transgender. That nigga's a minority. Let that nigga be in a motherfucking wheelchair for 6 weeks. He's a minority. Like all this Myron Gaines shit, he's a fucking clown. He always been a clown. I've been told people about him. I was like, he knows shit about women. He's a trick. He paid for pussy and bussy, nigga. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, he plays for boy pussy, nigga. And I believe it. The nigga paid for boy pussy. All y'all niggas want to be macho like that nigga, be my guest, my nigga. But at the end of the day, I think the nigga's a closet gay. His girlfriend look like she like pussy, nigga. The fuck? Are we gonna go there? I know when a bitch like another bitch, or I know when a bitch like pussy, nigga. And like, don't get me wrong, I didn't trick no lesbians, but I spit some game to some lesbians where it worked. First of all, if you wanted to look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all some game on how to pull a lesbian or a high ranked bisexual woman. First of all, you gotta look good. You gotta treat yourself great. But at the end of the day, you gotta have some type of softness to them. You gotta make them feel like, yo, you're comfortable with them. You like being around them. And at the end of the day, you still gotta treat them like a woman. Like, whoa, you look good today. Bitch could have on some baggy jeans with her ass showing. Damn, that outfit is dope on you, girl. You doing your thing. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Damn, check you out. You been working out? Okay. Just shit like that. Nigga, I was bagging bad bitches. I was bagging lesbian bitches on basketball teams, nigga. Yeah, niggas get a little bit saucy, so don't mind me. Oh, shit. But yeah, I'll pimp y'all to game. That Myron Gaines shit doesn't work. Also, like and subscribe my podcast. And, like and subscribe my podcast. Comment. Send in some donations. I do read the live chats and super chats. Haven't gotten none in a while. But I'm getting lit a little bit. So, that's cool. I do want to say this, though. But that's the black identity, man. Like, yo, my identity, yeah, I know girls are lesbian and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you treat her how she wants to be treated. But at the end of the day, you just gotta you gotta soften it up a little bit, you know? But these niggas now, even these niggas who are black, you know, who has that black identity, they don't know how to treat no girl, man. Like, yo, it be like that sometimes, you know? Sometimes you just get tired of her, like, yo, this bitch is acting crazy. You know, yada, yada, yada. This and that. Yeah, but it's a part of the game and stuff. It's just about adapting, you know? Like, Myron always talk about this, even Andrew Tate. And I'll challenge Andrew Tate to that shit. This nigga always talks about, oh yeah, you gotta do this and that. You gotta die for a bitch. No, nigga, you don't gotta die for no bitch, my nigga. Like real talk. Yeah, the thing about it, I'm gonna say this. Andrew Tate is a little bit more legit than Myron Gaines or Amuru on females. I will give him that. But just talking about just women in general, like yeah, it's cool to have a feminine type of girl, but at the end of the day, most niggas don't even like feminine girls like that. All these rough niggas talk about they want a feminine girl, my nigga. You sound like a straight up bitch, my nigga. I'm gonna be personally honest. Shout out to Sending Saints and shit like that. But my nigga, come on. If you a hood nigga, you don't want no fucking feminine girl. You just want a chick who plays her part and who's on the same goal that you on. All this, oh, she gotta be feminine and all this and that. She can't dress like that. Like my nigga, there's ways of getting through shit like that. There's always loopholes and shit like that. Like let me tell y'all something. And I'm gonna be personally honest with y'all niggas. I have dated feminine women. To me, I personally don't like feminine women. I like weird bitches. I like bitches that are hood bitches. That's what attracts me from different women, because at the end of the day, they're not like every other girls. These niggas just trying to get robots. Y'all niggas, this is what y'all niggas is trying to get. Y'all niggas just trying to get sex toys. I don't want no porn star, no. I'd rather have a whore than a slut. And there's a difference. A whore is like a girl who's just freaky as hell in the bed. Suck your penis, suck your nuts and stuff like that. But she just doesn't do it with everybody. You know? I ain't gonna let no girl eat my ass or nothing. That shit is weird. I don't even know why niggas be letting girls do that shit to you. As I told this nigga, and God rest his soul, because the nigga I heard is dead. The nigga's taking a dirt nap. But he was like, yeah, man, my girlfriend ate my ass, man. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you wildin', my nigga. He's like, yo, what you mean? That shit felt good. I was like, yo, my nigga, if you let a girl stick her tongue in your ass, what else would you let her stick up in you? And he had to stop and think. He's like, oh, shit. Fuck my brain up. It was a mind fuck, but, I told him the truth, man. Some bitches like that, and that's if you're a freaky ass nigga that does shit like that, be my guest. Just you ain't gonna be drinking off of me. Niggas like to eat booty. Like, yeah, I had to tell my uncle about that. My uncle, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say his name too. My uncle, he ain't my real uncle, but he my uncle. I was like, nigga, you gotta stop doing that, my nigga. We used to smoke blunt. I used to smoke blunts with the nigga. Like, nigga, we smoke blunts together. You can't be eating no booty or nothing like that. Yo, bitch like that and stuff like that. I really like the girl and stuff like that. Yo, I seen this girl with a fat old ass, man, I used to go out with. Don't big old ass, like, so perfect. I ain't gonna stick my tongue up in her ass. Hell no. I don't even stick my dick in her booty, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Let me tell y'all something. I always tell niggas this. There's other ways of being a freak than just sticking your tongue in a bitch's ass or sticking your dick in, doing anal and shit like that. Like, yo, there's other ways, my nigga. There's toys, there's positions. Yeah, man. You gotta be open-minded with your girls, but, like, yo, you don't gotta be fucking a sick freak, nigga. Everybody wanna be a fucking porn star. And that's just me. Like, I always tell people this. Black people, like when you black, just a black American, yo, you're already up one. Jamaicans, you probably be up one too. Rude boy, all that, woo, 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 just how y'all talk and stuff like that. There's bitches that like that shit. They're like, oh, Bob Marley, I got me a Bob Marley, But you gotta understand too. When bitches be going after like black men, it's because of black American and what they seen on TV. Like the black culture. Real talk, like Israel Azania is not a part of the black culture. He's not even nowhere. He's not even a percentage black identity. One day the nigga's Nigerian, next day he's Australian, the other day he's a Chinaman. So we don't even know what the nigga is. One time the nigga had a pink fucking fade, high top. Like the nigga looks crazy half the time. He looks crazy half the time. Like I would. That's why Let me tell you something. I got offended, and I thought it was so offensive when he started talking about, oh yeah, you know, when what's his name, Joe Rogan got caught up in that situation when he was saying the word nigga. I took it offensive because he lived in Boston, so Boston has a very fucked up past between blacks and whites from the 30s and up, 30s and 40s and up. Like my grandmother came in I think the 50s, 40s or 50s. And my grandmother was going through some shit in Boston and in Alabama. Shout out to my Grammy. And my other Grammy came up in, I think, in the 50s. No, my other Grammy came in. No, they both came in the 50s. 50s and 60s. Like, it was already fucked up as it is. You know, and I feel like this. For this nigga who lived in mud huts and shit like that and fucking... Nigga lived in a mud hut. Let's be honest. Israel Azania lived in a fucking mud hut. We can like be like, oh yeah, the nigga is prejudiced for him to say that, but my nigga, what do we know about fucking Nigeria? One, they're fucking scammers. Yes, they're top 5 in fucking scamming people. And two, their countries is crazy. But one thing I will tell you, in order to defense of Israel Azania, I'd rather live in their countries than their cities. They in their countries, the country part, they got way better women. The city girls is alright. Them bitches be wearing like lace fronts and shit all the time. These other bitches in Nigeria, they just use their regular hair. Fuck it. Like, yo, let me tell y'all something. I'm very simple. If you don't have that much hair, it's cool. I don't give a fuck. Hair is hair, my nigga. You know, my hairline exceeded. My shit used to be like right here. Shit went whoop. You know? But it just... I always tell niggas all the time, like, yo, that hair shit is not that serious, my nigga. Just use your hair length. Like, yeah, it's cool to have on a lace front here and there and stuff like that, but baby, I want to see your hair. You know? Like, my baby mother Asian, so I wouldn't want her wearing no lace front. But I'm gonna say this. There's some girls that look very awesome with lace fronts. Yes. My baby mama, she find the way she is, man. Fuck it. She find the way she is. I've been told her that. Motherfuckers don't listen. Niggas just look at me crazy. But that's the black identity. We accept you for who you are. As long as you're not a Sambo or you're not undermining us or like, you know, trying to stop the progression, we don't got a problem with you. We ain't got one motherfucking problem with you. The problem that we do have with certain cultures is that they turn on us when they get to America. They talk shit to us when I work 5 fucking jobs. Like, nigga, let me tell you, I work 5 fucking jobs and I have something. Like, and I always have to tell these niggas, I was like, yo, my father worked 5 fucking jobs and didn't have shit. I used to call my father the black Mexican. Because that nigga used to have more than 4 jobs. The nigga had more than 3 or 4 jobs. I used to call him the black Mexican. I'm like, damn, nigga, you ain't getting no sleep. Oh man, I gotta go to my other job. And I'm like, nigga, go get some sleep, man. Fuck that job, my nigga. Go sell some drugs or something. The fuck, nigga, go sell some weed in the projects. Cousin got some shit. Go to cousin. Is like, yo, let me get like a $100. Let me get like 13 grams. Sell the shit. Have a little bit of money. Boom, 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 boom. You know, that's just me, man. Let me tell you something. I'd rather sell some drugs before I ever get a second job. I'm gonna be personally honest. And the reason why is just like I live under my means. I'm being personal. I'd rather rob and sell drugs. I'd rather rob white people and sell drugs before I get a second job. I have got a second job before and I will never do it again. I'm being personally honest. All these niggas that do something, I'd rather have a job that I work for somebody and have my own job than to work for somebody else twice. That shit is crazy. Like I told one of my staff, I was like, yo. He's like, yo, man, I'm about to go do Uber, man. I made like 7,000. I'm like, nigga, yo, I'm not doing that. He's like, yo, you got 2 cars. I'm like, nigga, I'm not doing it. Why? I don't like people like that. I was like, you do this because you from Africa, my nigga. And I was like, yo, the jobs that you think you're doing, you're lit. Like niggas look at you crazy. I ain't doing that shit. Oh, why? You don't like money? It's not about money. And the reason why I say it's not about money is because at the end of the day, if you could do that, you could do it. I always told him this. Let me start over. The reason why I would never do it is because my family been in this country too long to be working 5 fucking jobs for like nigga pennies. These niggas be working for nigga pennies. I'm not doing it no more. You're not gonna pimp out my fucking ancestors, then after that thinking like, oh, well, you know what? Nigga, you could get a second job. Eat a dick, nigga. I'm not doing that. I'm just being personally honest. It's a fucking slap in my fucking face and a disrespect to my fucking and spit on my ancestors. No, we're not doing that shit, my nigga. This is when pride comes in. Like my nigga, I got a degree. I went to college. I got my high school diploma. I got fucking skills. Why the fuck would I would do that shit? That shit is nuts. I can't. Second job be tied, then no, nigga. I'd rather live under my means than to do some shit like that. And I'm just being personally honest. Niggas don't want to live amongst their needs, but I will. This is my black identity. This is what the black identity is, man, you know? This is why I always tell people all the time people don't understand. Oh, yeah, won't you get a second job? I remember my father told me some stupid shit like, won't you go get a second job? Nigga, eat a dick, nigga. I ain't getting no fucking second job. You lost your fucking mind. Nigga, are you really crazy? I'd rather sell drugs before I get a second job. You're glad I even got a job. That nigga gave me one of those fucking like this nigga's wildin'. It's just like, yo, it's just a slap in the face of my ancestors. And my ancestors didn't get fucking beat, pillaged, raped, fucking all of that shit by these white motherfuckers just to me to have a fucking second job. To me even have a fucking job. Technically, I feel like I don't even have a job. You know? Yeah, be cussing out niggas. Like, niggas gotta understand. I'm not gonna let you say anything to me. So if you say something crazy to me, best believe, yo, you better be getting ready. You better get ready. You know? That's just me. I'm not with the bullshit no more. I had to tell my uncle, my uncle, my mother's other brother. Nigga called me with some bullshit, and it wasn't even no bullshit, cause he was just doing what a big brother's supposed to do, and I had to tell him like, my nigga, this girl been wilding out. I was like, this girl went around crying about people talking about I'm holding her grandkids away from her and shit like that. And I was like, that is not the thing. I was like, oh, yo, how can we fix that? I was like, nigga, I did fix it. What you mean? Nigga, I fixed it already, nigga. I'm like, leave this girl alone. Leave my mother alone. This is how I'm getting. I was like, yo, my hairline would not be receding this long if it wasn't for my mother and other women, my nigga. Niggas is stressing me out, nigga. I gave up, my nigga. I was like, yo, y'all niggas is not gonna stress me out. And yo, that's the whole thing about. That's one thing I always tell people about being a man. You have to tell the truth. Like, yo, nigga, you're not gonna be stressing me out with this bullshit. I told you I'll fix it, so yo, calm your fucking ass down. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing this bullshit. I said I'll fix it. Oh, you have to be like that, because at the end of the day, because a black man, let me tell you something. As a black man, you gotta figure it out. Like, yo, want to hear something crazy? Sometimes I'm gonna be personally honest. Like 2 years ago, I was thinking about robbing niggas again. Cause where I am at, all these Spanish people want to show out and stuff. I'm like, yo, I'll be ready to rob these niggas. Oh, these niggas think it's sweet. All I gotta do is throw on a mask, get a fucking whoop-de-whoop. I'm good. I'm in the gang. Get a little gun, a legal gun, then throw it away. Because when you got legal guns, it's a whole story. But, get your little whoop-de-whoop that's stolen. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, you're in the game. Nigga, I used to work in a homeless shelter where them niggas steal from each other. But it's nuts. Them niggas get busy. Cause you gotta look at it. I always tell people all the time, yo, me, I don't fuck with the drugs. Just give me the money. And I wouldn't even spend that money crazy either. I'll probably spend the money on guns and fucking maybe an outfit or two. Not no crazy outfit, but like a little outfit where, like, if you have a job, you're good. I always tell people, nigga, when you got a job, you're good. Like, yo, when you get an outfit, nigga, I got a job, nigga. Yo, niggas is lit out here. Where you work at? Nigga, I do this blah blah over here in like, New Hampshire. Yo, you want a application? It's online, homie. Niggas would be like, nah, fuck that shit. I don't want a job, nigga. I'm selling drugs over here. That's why I was thinking about going. That's the black identity, man. It's like, yo, you gotta figure it out. Figuring it out ain't getting a second job, my nigga. And I had to figure that shit out the hard way. Just it is what it is. Yo, you figure that shit out. Cause yo, you gotta look at it. Black Americans been through so much. It's just, yo, you gotta figure this shit out. If you don't figure it out, who's gonna figure it out? Like white people, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna say this to white people. Y'all have this thing called $1 million of whiteness. Where y'all niggas don't have to figure it out. Niggas will figure that shit out for you. Black Americans, they'll be like, yo, nigga, why aren't you doing this? Why you? Niggas come down on black Americans. That's why you see all these foreigners with 4 or 5 jobs. Them niggas don't give a fuck. Then their baby mother be on fucking welfare and shit like that because they only work 20 hours, but the niggas working like 80 hours a week or some shit like that, 80 to 100 hours a week. Nigga, I know about that shit. All them, I'm telling you, and I'm gonna be personally honest, all them niggas From the Spanish, it's this scamming. This scamming. I'm letting you know that shit. This they be scamming. Black people always work. It's like, damn, I got a job. My baby mother got a job. I have to get a second job just to survive in a 3 fucking room apartment. Like, damn, my nigga, I'm broke again after I just paid the rent. Like, this shit's crazy. That's why, yo, I be looking at my homie. Like, he don't know. He's like, yo. I was like, yo, this nigga be scamming. That's why, like, yo. That's why y'all don't know. Niggas be putting shit in women's names. It's not just because of drugs. It's just because if a girl works less than like 30 hours or 20 hours, yo, she could get welfare. Yo, she could get food stamps. She could get fucking SSI. Yo, she could get everything. Then let the chick be making like 30,000 a year. 30,000 a year. Yo, she's lit, nigga. She could put anything in her name. Oh, how you getting this money? How you paying these bills? Nigga, this is how. Real talk. Nigga, I know how to con the system, man. Give me a second. Let me see how Irvin did tonight, Kyrie. That nigga Kyrie probably went off. Damn, he only got 20 points. Damn, Kyrie Irving only got 20 points. I thought the nigga was gonna go off. But yeah, yo. Kevin Durant went off. Damn, did this nigga hurt himself? No, he's straight. But yeah, yo, it's just I always tell people all the time you gotta like Africans come over here with resources. Latinos come over here with resources. Europeans and Arabs come over here with resources. And when I mean they come over here with resources, it's like they're already getting resources. Black Americans is not gonna get resources. We already been here for like 400 or 500 years. They think that we're gonna already understand the system. Niggas, you gotta understand. Out of a 400-year span, how many times the system has been changed? Changed and used against us. Niggas has guns. They made once niggas had guns, niggas ran up in the fucking city hall with guns. Niggas was like, yo, y'all niggas need license now. Now everybody has to go get a license for a gun. Niggas was black people created basically the welfare plan. They gave all them niggas drugs. All them niggas was dope fiends. Now you got WIC and all this other stuff now. This is how niggas make money off of it. You know, it just black people were having too many babies, so they made the was it pregnant plan? Was it the one where you don't want them to have babies? They made abortions clinics and they put them all in black communities. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna tell y'all off the rip. Don't ever do it. If you have a baby, just take care of it. It's the word, yo. I know a chick that I was fucking with got an abortion. Worst thing ever. Even worse feeling. You feel less of a man. And this is if you have a heart. You feel less of a man. Personally, when that happened to me, I felt like I felt like driving into a fucking wall, and just ending it like that because I felt less of a person. I felt like I would never be a good father, and this is why I am a good father because of the fucked up shit, the fucked up decision I made, the hurt I felt. That's the black identity. All this other stuff. Oh yeah, yo, go get that. Woo 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 woo. This and that. Nah, my nigga. Black people always had the hardest time in life. Black people always had a hard life. Let's just deal with this shit and let's get this shit through it. Let's get this shit done with. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see how this shit. Fuck, but you know, I told give me one second. Man. You know, some bitches. All right, I'm good. So I was just checking. Yeah, but yo, this. I always tell people, like, yo, just do what you gotta do. Be. Give me one second. Just be a pops. You know, just be the best father that you can. And like the reason why a lot of men go to jail for their kids, man, is for their kids. You know, they fuck up, make a bad decision, and this is what happened. Like we can't. Let me tell you something. As a black American, I can't just run off to a different country and just leave all my kids there. I can't just go. I can't just like go have a kid in America and like yo just drop them off back at my country where somebody can take care of it because I'm getting a certain type amount of money. It's just we can't do that. We have to deal with everything. You have to. Let me tell you something. As a black American, you gotta be strong. All this running away and shit like that, you can't do it. Yo, let me tell you something. The reason why I had a bad relationship with my pops is because he told me he will do shit and he couldn't do it. But at the end of the day, I understand now as an older kid. As an older, and this is why I give my father leeway. That's why, yo, I try not to be hard on my father. I try not to talk crazy to my father. But sometimes he forced me to talk crazy. He forces my hand. But yeah, he forces my hand sometimes where I was like, yo, I gotta talk crazy to this nigga. He's talking too much. But as an African, you can do that. You can run off to different countries and stuff like that. You can get deported. I can't get deported, nigga. Where am I gonna get deported to? Fucking Alabama? The fuck? And at the end of the day, I'll do anything for my kids, so. Yeah, I'll do anything for my kids. It just like I always tell people all the time, like shit like that comes with the territory. All that bullshit comes with the territory. All that shit comes with like, oh yo, you know, tone that shit down. Woo 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 woo. Nah, nigga. Sometimes you can't tone shit down. You just gotta go with the blows. You know. I'm just being personally honest. Sometimes you just gotta go with the blows. You know. Um. Oh, you know what? I want to do an announcement. I was gonna wait until Tuesday or Wednesday. I got the name for the documentary. It's gonna be super dope. It's called The Sex World Renegades. The Sex World Renegades. And the reason why I call it the Sex World Renegades is because to the world, they're fuck up, they're delinquents, they're all it is. But to other people, like low key in the mind, they're like, yo, those motherfuckers, yo, they don't give a fuck. They're rebels. It was Sex World Renegades or Sex World Rebels. So that's what I came up with. So like I've been told people that. I was like, yo, that's something I want to do as a documentary. And I'm gonna do it. I do got to get microphones, so also I will be making a wish list. So definitely, yo, hook a nigga up with the wish list. And all y'all, oh yo, also to all y'all racist white motherfuckers that be coming on my show and like just be watching and just be disrespected, they can send it a donation. Send in a donation. And now you could say, do, like I said, y'all could say and do whatever y'all want in the chat. I'm not gonna flag y'all. I'm not gonna block y'all. That's what y'all do. You know how many times I've been called a nigger, a fucking slave, a kata, a moreno? Like, my nigga. This shit don't affect me no more. I just think y'all niggas is crazy. I'm gonna be personally honest. I think y'all niggas is crazy. You know? But it's cool. Y'all niggas could be crazy. Y'all could say what y'all want to say. I'm not gonna stop y'all. You know? Y'all fans, man. I wouldn't even call y'all fans. Y'all the audience. You know? Nigga don't got no fans, man. Nigga lit. This is what y'all gotta understand. Yo, is my camera all jacked up? Oh, okay, it's fixed now. But yeah, it's just I always tell people all the time, it's just the shit comes with the territory. The bullshit comes with the territory. The way how people talk to you come with the territory. Let me tell you something. As a hero, my nigga, I'm an American hero, my nigga. No matter how much y'all think, oh, this nigga's a rebel, this nigga's is hates America. No, my nigga, I am an American hero. I am a freedom fighter. Let me tell you something. I'm the category with fucking Nat Turner, my nigga. And that's a stretch, nigga. I'm reaching right now. I'm in the category with Nat Turner, my nigga. Chris Doran. I just don't give a fuck no more. I have seen everything. Let me tell you something. I have seen what American can offer me. And I'm not selling out for no shit like that. I just work for it. Fuck it. All these niggas is gonna be against with me. I am 2024 Omar Thornton, nigga. I will light this motherfucker up and call in and say like, yo, I got enough bullets to do the job, nigga. And it's not even to be cocky. It's just, yo, my nigga, y'all niggas not gonna be treating me like this. Omar Thornton didn't die because niggas. Omar Thornton didn't die for niggas being rough on him. Omar Thornton died because niggas was being racist to him. Niggas was talking about his loved ones. His wife was white. It wasn't that he hated white people. Nigga, put it this way. This nigga like more white people than I do. I only like white people who deals with wrestling. So if you love wrestling, nigga, you're my best fucking friend, nigga. You're my best fucking friend because we both like wrestling. Or we like video games. But other than that, yo, all this other racist politics and shit. I don't fucking like you. Jesus Christ died from politics. Jesus Christ was me. I was him. And what I mean by that is like, yo, me and Jesus Christ had the same nation. If you know, you know. That's black culture. Jesus Christ is black culture. Not the Caesar Boglar or Borgia, but the real Jesus Christ. He was a black man. He was a real black man. He was the alpha male of black men. Do I believe that? Absolutely. This nigga was out here calling white women bitches. He's the first one to come up with you dog. You dirty dog, nigga. Yo. And documented. That shit was documented. Out here calling white women female bitches. That nigga was lit. Yo, let me tell y'all something. That's why I'm always, crazy, out of control, fucking radical. Nigga, I'm a radical, my nigga. Like, I'm a borderline radical. I kind of could see that. I don't think I'm a radical. I think I'm a freedom fighter, but I think all freedom fighters are radicals. Was George Washington a radical? What about General Lee that everybody talks about? Christopher Columbus? Thomas Jefferson? Andrew Jackson? All them niggas was radicals. But when it comes to a black man, we got the Spanish nigga over here, Fat Joe, saying some stupid shit. And like I always tell people all the time, I was like, yo. And this is why I'm so hard. This is why I'm so like forefront of delineation, because at the end of the day, this is just me. Niggas don't call out their bullshit. Their people's bullshit. Niggas is always quiet. I'm gonna give y'all a history, and I'm gonna tell y'all why that it's a pet peeve of mine. Give me 30 seconds. All right, give me now. If you don't know black history, or if you don't know American history, people have died on bullshit like that where niggas is just not saying anything. But niggas know what's going on in that community. If you're such a freedom fighter, if you're such a pro-black activist and all this other stuff as a white person, say something. Why didn't you say something while this nigga's getting hung by his neck? Why didn't y'all report that shit? White people tell no nigga, so it's not like, oh yeah, them niggas is rats. No, my nigga, white people tell all the time. It's their culture. If you see something, say something. That shit didn't come from no black person. You didn't aware no black people. Y'all niggas, and this is the shit that I don't like. Niggas always talk, oh yeah, white people help with the Underground Railroad and all this other shit. And this is some New York shit. This is some Boule shit. And when I say Boule, the Divine Nine. Niggas like them. Oh, yo, there was white people that got hung by the neck and shit like that. And yo, I gotta throw you, I'm sorry, Whack, but I do gotta say something, my nigga. You did say this shit. You probably got one or two white people saying that, like, yo, let's hide some black people. One or two, some crazy reason, I don't know why, but they were hiding black people to get through the border. But not all of them niggas is doing stuff like that. Cause two niggas was hiding black people and getting them over to the north, don't mean all of them niggas was doing that like that. Doesn't mean all of them niggas need to be trusted. That's why when I say like, yo, if a nigga talk about wrestling or a nigga talk about video games, yeah, that's my nigga. I can fuck with a nigga in a certain extent. But when it comes to my people, no, my people always comes first. It's people always gotta understand it's genetically in me. Why you think when it comes to wrestling, I always think Booker T. I always think Farouk or Ron Simmons. You know, I always think those type of people because at the end of the day, without them, there wouldn't be a lot of black wrestlers. Then you look at Latino wrestlers, yo, y'all got the Colones, you got the Guerreros, yo, you got the Mysterios. Like, come on, y'all got good. But at the end of the day, y'all keep y'all culture. But there's more to my culture because at the end of the day, my wrestling culture, because my favorite wrestler is Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect was a white man from Minnesota. And I think, and I'm going to say this, I think all people from Minnesota are the greatest wrestlers of all time. Even though I got Killer Kowalski in my top 10, yeah, Killer Kowalski is in the top 10, and he was from Canada, but I call him, what was it, Massachusetts based, because he has done stuff. He has, let me tell you something. Killer Kowalski has done great for wrestling in general. Even if it wasn't for him, it was from his students. My coach is from the Killer Kowalski tree. A few of my friends is from that Killer Kowalski tree. Yo, you don't know how proud I am to say that shit? Like, come on, let's be honest. And that's why I always tell people all the time, they're like, oh, yo, you don't like white people. No, I love, let me tell you something. I love certain white people. And I'm going to be personally honest. Rachel Doza, oh, yeah. She's top 5 of the favorite white people I love in my whole life. Not in love, in love. I don't know that girl like that. Absolutely not. Plus, I don't do pink toes. She's one of my favorites. And like I already told y'all, like I don't do white women. If I would date white women, I would probably date 2 or 3 white women out of my whole life. I wouldn't do it at all. Do you want to know? Send in the donations and I'll tell y'all. But other than that, I can't tell y'all. But yeah, just I don't can't see. My family's from the South. My family's from Selma, Alabama. My family's from St. Clair's, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. Then I got family in the fucking Alaska. Like it's crazy. I was telling my daughter, I was like, yo, you know you got family in Alaska, right? Really? Yeah. Your great great grandmother's name was Pickney. That's an Alaskan Eskimo name. Really? Eskimo is a derogatory term, so just to let y'all know, you know, I think it's a derogatory term. Just me. I shouldn't even. I'm sorry, natives. But yeah, my great great grandma had very long hair on both sides. That's why if you always notice, my hair is very curly. I always tell people, I always tell people that. And like, yo, if I show you my baby picture, y'all would have thought I was an African because of my hairline. But it's just that's what God hit me with. Thanks God. Should I get the turkey thing? Should I get the turkey implant? Yeah, I might get that shit just to see how it look. The turkey implant. Yo, bitches is getting fake titties and fake asses. Why can't I get a turkey implant, my nigga? Yo, niggas is crazy right now. But yo, but I'm gonna say this. After I do this documentary, depending how much money I get, I'm gonna start a show, IRL. And when I mean a IRL, oh, recording me, woo, do. But after that, I'm gonna have projects and stuff like that. I do want to do projects where like people cook and like I ask people questions and stuff. That I bring like a special guest and stuff like that. I think that's gonna be super dope. I do, because the thing about it, I appreciate people's art and the way how the mind is set. So I'll just have like mad random people on. Some wrestlers, some philosophers, some podcasters, some theorists, some activists, some everything. You know, I do want to do not just black, but like I would never do. Like I'm gonna be personally honest, I would never do Candace Owens, and the reason why, because I know she's very disingenuous, genuine. Do I want to know? Absolutely not. I don't want to know nothing about Candace Owens. She always been disingenuous, you know. But everybody always gave her credit. That's why when Amanda Seales went after her, I was like, yeah, well, she did kind of. Candace Owens kind of deserved that because at the end of the day, because she wasn't for black culture, she was just for Caribbean. And niggas been saying that shit for illest minute because she was like, she's Caribbean bias. Like, bitch, you the one who said that, not no one else. We don't want to hear your excuse. We know what that means. So. And, like, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to be Caribbean biased, be Caribbean biased. But with black people, yo, we hold everybody to what they say. So you fuck up and say something, yo, my nigga, you acting like a Sambo. You's a coon ass nigga. So this is what I want everybody to hear this. All y'all foreigners to hear this. When niggas call you a tether, it's because you're a coon. You're a foreign coon. It's not that, cause you're from like these different countries. No, nigga, you's a coon. You's a Sambo ass nigga. So you're called a tether, nigga. We can't call you Sambo, nigga. You're not from America. You're not an American Sambo. You's a tether. You're an immigrant coon, nigga. You's an immigrant Sambo, nigga. What the fuck? Why the fuck? You know what? Let's get into this black identity too. Why the fuck are y'all getting upset about that shit? If y'all niggas is a coon, y'all niggas is a coon. Valentina Gomez is a fucking Samboette. She talk like she's from fucking Texas, and she's probably from Venezuela or Guatemala. She was probably the cousin that who fucking burnt that nigga up. Them niggas look just alike. Like, let's be honest. Nigga, it's not, let me tell you, because a nigga call you a tether doesn't mean because you're from a different country. It's just because you're a coon, nigga. Use a Sambo. You sell your own people out. If you sell black Americans out, what you do to your own people? Veek, that nigga's he's a coon too. Candace Owens, she's a coon too, nigga. She'll sell her own people up to a certain degree if she doesn't know that's them niggas is foreigners. Why you think she only been attacking black Americans? She undermines black people in the progress. But she know everything about black culture. Like, yo, let's be honest about it. Let's tell the truth. Like, why? Let me ask y'all a question. Why are we even going through this shit with Caribbeans after we just told y'all niggas what a fucking tether was? A nigga already told you what a tether was, and you still make up your. And I'm talking to you, and it was a voice of the ancestors. I'm talking to you, bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna call you a bitch ass nigga. Cause you know what? You try to undermine what I was saying. You try to undermine what I was saying. And I had a problem with that. And I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because use a Sambo to your own people, my nigga. You want to do this Pan-African all bullshit and stuff like that. But when niggas tell y'all what's going on, my nigga, you want to make up your own fucking judgment to, oh, what's really going on. You want to play CSI to shit. And that's why I always had a problem with you at the... Yo, let me tell you something. I was 10 toes down with you, my nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga's, you know, he's doing things for black Americans. He's doing this and that. Then when all this African shit started coming out, you was trying to dilute African culture, my nigga. Nigga, you was trying to dilute African culture. Give me 1 second. Let me tell Bobby, I'm about to go in, man. I'm about to go in on this boy. Fuck that. I'm gonna tell Bobby, like, yo, I'm going in on your boy. Cause yo, let me tell you something. I like Bobby. I met him through Twitter. Nigga never charged me $1. All I did was like, yo, send him gifts and stuff here and there. Nigga be like, oh, yo, I know you don't got money like that right now. You know, you got money, but you don't got money like that, my nigga. You don't got rich nigga money right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me tell this. Give me 1 second. But like I said, there's good people. But you know, no, let's really talk about it. Like, yo, I'm gonna be personally honest. With Voice of the Ancestors, I always agree with him to a certain extent. African culture, yes. I always agreed with him with African culture. And the reason why I agreed with him for African culture is because, you know what? That's their lineage. If he's not from Africa, okay, so be it. If that's not his culture, no, if that's his culture, let me hold on. Let's rewind it. If that's his culture, I'm not gonna question his culture. He knows his culture better than I do. But when motherfuckers talk about foundational black American culture or people talk about black American culture, that shit ain't got nothing to do with none of y'all niggas. So if a nigga wanted to delineate, why can't a nigga delineate? We look at the Latino culture. And Latino culture, let me tell y'all something. In 5 years, how many different type of Latino cultures that has popped up? You got Latina X culture. You got Afro-Latina culture. What else? You got some other bullshit, but I only know those two for right now. What the fuck is wrong with black people delineating from other black cultures? If it's not their culture, why can't they delineate? Why do everybody has a problem with them delineate? Why are they even in black American culture? Why are they in black American problems? Everybody got. Oh, let me tell y'all something. Everybody always got something to say about Black Americans. Oh, they devices, this is this and that. Nigga, how you the fuck you got over here in this country? Who the fuck for you, this people in this country? These niggas that you call divisive, fucking radicals, racists, those are the people's ancestors that fought for y'all to come over to this country. And you got an audacity to disrespect these type of people? While y'all could have been over here, over in your country making fucking mud fucking castles in your own country, getting water out of a fucking well. You got the audacity to basically disrespect the people that even helped you, who wanted to help you, because them niggas wasn't letting y'all in this country. Y'all wasn't gonna fight to come to this country. Y'all niggas was just gonna go to Australia or England. But y'all got a better deal coming to this country. Now, what's going on? What is wrong with that picture? Here come this nigga. Oh, yeah. Voice of the ancestor. What ancestors, nigga? That shit don't vibe in America no more. And the reason why it doesn't vibe to America no more, because them shits was wolf tickets. Let's talk about them shits with wolf tickets. Nigga, you been selling wolf tickets for like 2 or 3 years, nigga. Now all of a sudden, when niggas is starting to fucking give you pressure, nigga, you start, oh, y'all niggas, y'all the same thing as us. No, we're not the same anymore, my nigga. We already been through this shit. I had a problem with you and I said I would leave you alone. But you attacking my people? Nah, my nigga. Ain't going down like that no more. Niggas is tired of you. Niggas is tired of turning the other cheek and letting y'all niggas say what y'all want to say. Niggas not doing the Martin Luther King shit no more. So throw that Martin Luther King bullshit out the window where y'all niggas is just attacking niggas and letting that shit fly, nigga. Niggas is on some shit that y'all think is radical. We call it defending each other. We call it defending our culture. Our culture is different from yours. We don't make jollof rice, nigga. We don't make fufu. That's y'all culture, nigga. Won't y'all try to keep y'all culture? Because y'all culture is disappearing. You know why? Because all them Europeans is taking y'all shit. Y'all worrying about us so much that y'all don't even know y'all country is disappearing. Y'all whole country's disappearing. But y'all on some shit like, oh, we all need to stick together. We need to stick together. Nigga, we don't need to stick together. Y'all need to stick to us. Let me ask y'all a question. If there was no foundational Black Americans, or there wasn't no Black Americans, would y'all be in this country? Would y'all be able to, let me ask you a question. Would y'all be able to survive in your own country without Black Americans? Because if they didn't find nothing in America, who you think they were going to go to? Who you think they were going to butcher, pillage, rape, steal from? I had a lot hard time on that last word, but yeah. Who you think they were going to steal from? We were your scapegoat. Y'all couldn't even say thank you. And y'all the motherfuckers who sold some of us. Hold up, y'all only sold 20% of us. Most of us was already here. That's why we come in so many different colors and shapes and sizes. All y'all niggas in Africa come in the same size, my nigga. Skinny with a big head, nigga. And I'm a B-file, you know what? And I'm gonna B-file now. And the reason why I'm gonna B-file, because I'm tired of all y'all disrespect. I am tired, my nigga, of y'all disrespect. I had the most longest 3 weeks of all of my whole life. And you know what? I'm gonna let this shit go, my nigga. And it's not to all y'all Africans, because you know what? There's some of y'all niggas that rock with us. But these real tethers, niggas, the official tissue tethers, the niggas that undermine Black America, the ones that will sell Yawa out just so they could be under the hands of Europeans. You don't think voice? Let me tell you something. You don't think ancestor was a voice of the ancestor is undermining y'all? Let me ask y'all a question. If shit ever get tough in y'all country, is that nigga gonna be there? If niggas ever go to war, is voice of the ancestors coming over to your country and saying like, yo, my nigga, we fighting for you right now. I brought Trinidad, Jamaica, and St. Lucia over here with us. Is he gonna do that? Then, like I said, he's selling wolf tickets. He always sold wolf tickets. And like I said, I used to rock with him. I was yo, share, comment, yo, you doing your thing, my nigga. But at the end of the day, the disrespect he showed against Black Americans who wanted their own lineage, that wanted to show their own lineage, to show their own culture, to say like, yo, this is where we got our shit from, and you just attacked us? Nah, my nigga, I ain't letting that shit fly. I ain't gonna let. And you know what? My nigga Bobby attacked you, my nigga, and I know he did. Cause I told him, I was like, this nigga voice of the ancestors wild out. And I wanted to say what I wanted to say to him, but I didn't. I didn't because you know what? I did not want to affect his movement. What he's trying to do. But you know what Bobby said? Fuck it, I'll do it. Fuck that nigga. He's a false prophet anyways. Y'all, let me tell you something. Voice of the ancestors. You never went on Tariq's, any of his shows or any of his groups to say what you wanted to say. You could have talked to that nigga. That nigga's open to the public. But you know what? You attacked that nigga in the dark. Why don't we have any videos, any interactions with you with that nigga in it? Let me tell you something. If anything popped off and you had the upper hand, you would have recorded that shit. Anybody would have recorded that shit. But you didn't. You just attacked that nigga in the dark. You sell wolf tickets, nigga. And you want all these fucking Africans and these Jamaicans and all y'all niggas is let me tell you something. This nigga, voice of the ancestor, he treats y'all niggas as sheep. Only thing Tariq Nasheed wanted to do is just show Black people's culture. He didn't. The reason why the delineation happened because niggas was lying. Niggas was undermining what Black people have done. And niggas had problems with that. Oh yeah, the Black people, the Jamaicans had a little bit into it. Y'all niggas didn't have shit to it. Cause when the Shower Posse came out, y'all niggas didn't fuck with us. When y'all Puerto Ricans came to New York, y'all was calling yourself Germans. Like, come on. Where the fuck was this unity when shit really popped off? Y'all was just happy to be in America, and that's cool. I understand. But you can't just stop. You just can't come out here lying, and y'all have no evidence of y'all doing anything. All the OGs, all the niggas who was actually the creators was there saying like, yo, Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans didn't have shit to do anything. All this shit all the elements came from South Carolina. From their grandparents and their great grandparents. Them niggas was already doing flips and rhyming and stuff. Plus you had fucking radio stations rhyming. Petey Green. We're gonna take credit from Petey Green, nigga? The nigga from Baltimore that likes to talk shit about everybody? Come on, my nigga. Rudy Rudy Ray Moore, my nigga? Come on. That's black exploitation times. Y'all niggas had nothing to do with it. And like, yo, and the reason why, let me tell you something. I know Bobby. Bobby probably tagged Voice of the Ancestors. I know he probably tagged him. Cause I just looked at him, I was like, yo, I just look at his timeline, I was like, yo, this nigga just tagged him. So you know what? I'm not gonna fluff it up, my nigga. Cause if you're my brother, and if I fuck with you, my nigga, and cause I know I don't fuck with you, my nigga, but at the end of the day, if you're my brother, if you say you're my brother, you would understand what's going on. And you would debate Tariq Nasheed on what is going on, but you do it with a genuine heart. If you can't do it with a genuine heart, don't just keep the shit that you keep the bullshit that you're dealing with. Oh yeah, this nigga talk this nigga talk that, this nigga ask some questions. Tariq Nasheed wouldn't mind asking you, will not mind answering question with you, but you gotta be genuine with it. He like tether means like a Sambo or a coon fucking immigrant. All of a sudden you say, oh. When he says tether, it's about immigrants. No, nigga. I know what you're doing. You're doing that white people shit, my nigga. You're doing the Karen shit. You're doing the Karen shit. Why you think niggas is jumping on Fat Joe because of that shit? Niggas is on you right now because of this shit. They're on you because of that shit, my nigga. And it's not even your fault, but at the end of the day, but it is your fault. But yo, we're about to watch the receipts of what Tariq Nasheed said, and I'll be right back.
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish. But did you know that there's a YouTube Music app where you can also listen?
All right, now let's talk about something that's been going on under the radar for a while. Fat Joe's recent comments have pretty much exposed what a lot of us have already suspected, and Tariq Nasheed has dropped the receipts. And now we can see exactly what it is.
Family, I'm telling you, when they start talking about foundational black Americans, and he has this smoke for foundational black Americans, he's talking about all of us. He ain't talking about no group. There is no group, an organization called Foundational Black Americans. It's only a lineage. That's the only thing you can be talking about. And some of Joe's own people has said that he's said a whole bunch of anti-black stuff before, by the way. Some of his own people has said this. Cuban Link, let me play this clip. They said that Joe was on some stuff where, yeah, it's time for us Puerto Ricans to get it popping. Us Latinos need to get it popping. The Morenos, yeah, they didn't have their time. It's time for us to get it popping. So just a lot of little slick stuff. Let me play some of the stuff where his people have said he said slick stuff.
Fat Joe has been thoroughly exposed for making some bigoted comments about black folks behind closed doors. But what is even more problematic about the situation is that it isn't an isolated incident. And Busta Rhymes has also been recycling a similar playbook. In recent years, there's been a concerted effort to undermine FBAs with the original origin narrative in hip hop and discredit us altogether. Now, I've been having my suspicions about Fat Joe, the way that he's profited off of the culture for decades while distancing himself from the people when it serves his narrative.
But listen to this. This is Cuban Link. Listen to this. And the audio is kind of sped up a little bit. That's why it might sound a little different.
Plenty of times. I just forgot his name of who you were talking about, but you have brought him up before, you know? Now, you know the clip in our interview, he said that there was a time where you guys were all in the studio and Joe started to make certain comments about, you know, the Morenos have had their time. Now it's our time. And he felt like it was like an underlining racist tone to it, even though I asked him, I was like, could it have just been pro-Spanish? Like, isn't this, you know what I mean? Like, that's possible without you being racist. Yeah. But, man, roll a clip.
Like you said at the start of this, like a lot of people thought that I was Spanish. So, you know, he would be on the movement of, you know, us Latinos got to make it. We got to do this. We got to do that. And I'm listening like, wow. Because at the time, you know, it was a lot of brothers doing the music, and he was coming in throughout, you know, digging in the crates and all these other brothers that was putting him on. So I guess he felt like, now it's time for us to like take over. So I would listen to that, and I would take heed to.
Let me ask you a question. The Latinos think that. What do you think these Africans think? What you think Voice of the Ancestors think? Is he even part of the ancestors? What part of ancestors is he from? And like, this is the thing. I never had a problem with this man. I never had a problem with this man. But you know what? The reason why I had a problem with this man is because, like, yo, what made you, how can you, as many times that, what's my homegirl's name? We're just going to say, all these black activists, and I call them activists, have a platform. They have a platform. Like, why haven't they talked to Tariq Nasheed? Like, why aren't you listening to this nigga with open ears? We don't want to hear all this negative bullshit, nigga. What have you done, nigga? Why aren't you trying to help the movement? Let me ask you a question. Voice of the Ancestors. Why aren't you helping fucking reparations? All this. Let me get the big screen, because you know what? I want you to get my pretty side, my nigga. Nigga, why aren't you helping reparations? You talking about all the ancestors and shit like that, and we are all black, my nigga. Why aren't you helping with fucking reparations? Why aren't you helping for the justice of black Americans? You only helping for what? Your people. And you always did that shit, and I had to notice that. I have noticed that when I explained to you that, yo, when niggas say tether, they were talking about your coons. The niggas that y'all wasn't calling out. No, that's not true. He's calling all of us tethers. No, nigga, that's not true. And I've been told you that. I've been came at you with the bullshit. That's why, you know what? That's why I put up the post of what you put. I did that. A Rosalind Perkin? Yes, that was me. That Bobby shit, that was Bobby going too far. That's my business partner. I got two business partners. Wiz Mason and Bobby. And it was never no racial thing. It was never about being divisive. Because you know what? Tariq Nasheed knows we're better, stronger as one. But if all of y'all niggas is just trying to take credit and doing this tribalistic shit, nigga, we don't need you niggas. We rather fucking fight the war by ourselves. Cause y'all about yourselves. And that's all y'all need to say. Yo, nigga, we about ourselves right now. We trying to get shit popping over here. If y'all niggas ain't trying to get nothing popping with us, nigga, what have we been fighting for? And you know what? Let me give you an example. Voice of the Ancestors. If we ever get one up on you, just in general, this is just a hypothetical. And I don't even do hypotheticals, niggas. You know what you were throwing in our face? Oh, y'all niggas was slaves picking cotton. Or y'all niggas is violent. Y'all commit a lot of crimes. All y'all projects is fucked up. Not talking about your country, that y'all niggas live in mud huts that y'all niggas be throwing sticks at each other and stuff, making weapons out of fucking sticks and rocks, nigga. Come on. I can be divisive too, nigga. Y'all talk about divisive, but y'all the biggest divisive people I know right now. Y'all divisive, more divisive than the white people, my nigga. You're more divisive than them. And you know what? We can't even talk about the Latinos. You know why? They're going to do an identity crisis right now. Black people are now seeing what our identity is, and y'all denying it. Instead of saying like, yo, you know what? I'm with y'all 100%. Oh, no, we did this, we did that. No, my nigga, it's not about y'all at this time right now. It's about us. We've been fighting for fucking... We've been fighting for reparations for almost 80 years. 80 to 70 years. 80 to 90 years. Did your country help? How about your continent? None of your continents help. But we helped you when Fila came out. We helped y'all when was the Grace girl with the bald-headed bitch who got seated up by a white man. And it's not, let me tell you something. It's not that she dated a white man. It's that she didn't defend the black community. What had she done for the black community? She did for self. Tribalistic. Iman. What has she done for the black community? And I love me some David Bowie. Don't get me wrong. But she has done nothing for the black community. She has explained about the black identity where she was like, oh, I didn't know I was black until I got to America. So she had to settle that shit in for 20 years and still haven't answered the question. This is what y'all niggas do. Niggas caught up to your shit. Now y'all trying to say, oh, niggas is racist, niggas is radicals, niggas is divisive. How the fuck we divisive when we trying to figure out, when we trying to, basically, when we fucking figured out what our identity was? How we figured out that all of us didn't come from Africa. Most of us was already here. Oh, y'all hate Africa and stuff. No, nigga, most of us was already here. How you get 400,000? Y'all sent 400,000 people to America, and you got 44 million in 400 years. That shit is crazy. That means niggas probably had to have kids, like, niggas probably had to have 20 kids, nigga, per person. Like, we can't keep on doing this. If y'all, let me tell you something. If you want us to unite, you have to come on to a even playing ground. This is the only time and the reason why I'm gonna tell y'all I did this, because this is the only time like I can really talk to voice of the ancestors and his other people. If you want this shit to work, when are y'all gonna be on our side? When are y'all gonna help us out? When are y'all gonna have our back? Oh yeah, we had your back with hip hop. No, nigga, y'all just reap the benefits from hip hop. Y'all reap the benefits of everything black Americans did, nigga. This is why we had to change the fundamental of what a black American was. Because y'all reap the benefits from it. Affirmative action. Everybody could get affirmative action. A white woman could get affirmative action, nigga. Come on. You got niggas cosplaying us in these black Historical Black Community University Community was it college universities. Historical Black Community Universities. Y'all got niggas cosplaying us in historical Black community. Historical Black College Universities. You got niggas. Y'all got niggas cosplaying us. Real talk. And you know what? This is how crazy it was. I was going to do a documentary on the Boulets. The origins of the Boulets. I had to change it up so fast because at the end of the day, that shit's going to take me 3 years to do. To this day, I'm still figuring out information. The Divine Nine, the Boulets. Then after that, you got the Freemasons. All this shit connects. How the fuck you be in an HBCU school and niggas don't even know your ethnicity? This bitch fucking Kamala came in to college with a salt and pepper haircut and everybody was like, yo, she's black. Cause her family's from Jamaica. Her father's from Jamaica. Don't even know if the nigga's a Chinaman, an Indian man, or a white man. Like, it's okay. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying that's the problem, but at the end of the day, we should know. So this bullshit doesn't happen when there's an election season. Niggas didn't even know what the fuck she is. Her father went incognito. Her father's still alive. Why couldn't he say, yo, I'm black? Nobody didn't see knows nothing weird about that? But the voice of the ancestors, he supports that shit. You know why he supports that shit? Because he don't give a fuck. It's a tribalistic thing that connects with him. I always had this problem with him and stuff like that. And the thing about it, I always followed that nigga. I was like, yo, let me follow him. Like, yo, I want to support this man. He's doing, and then after that, he put that fucking false information shit about, fucking Deontay Wilder being Ebo. This nigga did the 23andMe. This nigga was like Ito. My mama did that shit and she said she was Ito, nigga. Come on. I can't believe that shit because it's the ethnogenesis. Niggas haven't been in America in over like 600-700 years. I don't even think my ancestors has been in there longer than that. So what's going on? Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna be personally honest. And I don't ask for anything. I don't ask for anything. Voice of the ancestors. Only thing I need you to do, and the only thing I'm not even gonna say need. I'm asking you, please. I'm begging you. Just talk to Tariq Nasheed and see where this shit can level at. Even if it's in private and all this other shit, so you can understand where he's coming from. And Tariq Nasheed, all I need you to do is just like, yo, you don't have to, you know how niggas get busy where we be like, yo, nigga, what about your homeland? The question is like, yo, if you want unity, if you want a coalition, we have to put one together. We have to put one together as one. It can't be this imaginary bullshit that y'all niggas have been doing for the last 60, 70 years. Even y'all Latinos, if y'all want this shit to come together, you can't be doing this invisible shit. So you're like, yo, niggas been together for so many years because y'all have a friend that's a Latino, or they had a brother that a father your father was fucking with. Nigga, I have a father that was my father was fucking with a girl who got my little brother's Puerto Rican because my father was fucking around with a Puerto Rican girl. Like my nigga, that's common in the projects. My projects is different because I didn't know there was different ethnicities and different nationalities that was like my skin color until I was like 12 or 13. I thought everybody was black or white. That's just my defense. But at the end of the day, there has been going on with crazy shit in Boston. Race crimes, race wars, and shit like that. Systematic. Fuck, yo. Boston is weird, my nigga. It's up there with the fucking racism, my nigga. Nigga, why you think black people only make was it $8 up? Was it $8.50 probably cents a network, nigga? Why you think that shit? They got Jamaicans, they got Dominicans on that and shit like that. Like, yo, black people be having money, but at the end of the day, they don't show it. So all of a sudden, it looks like we don't make money in Boston. I make it easily $50,000 a year with a job, my nigga. Come on, easily. That's easily. That's why I was saying, like, yo, nigga, where do y'all stand at? Africans, Latinos, do y'all stand with us? Nigga, let me tell y'all something. And I'm gonna be personally honest. And I do these shows just so I hope I get like 3 or 4 of y'all. As a foundational black American. I'm gonna say I'm a foundational black American. We're not against y'all niggas. We never been against y'all niggas. But at the end of the day, y'all have always been against us when y'all got to America. History has proven that. To this day, we never held that against y'all. But we wanted to say this. Niggas is trying to get reparations. Are y'all gonna help us, yes or no? We don't want to hear y'all niggas are slaves, y'all niggas had a head start. Niggas, are y'all gonna help us? If y'all ain't gonna help us, shut the fuck up, my nigga, and do y'all thing. Don't worry about us when we trying to delineate. Just say, yo, you want it? Best thing I want y'all to do is say, yeah, we want a delineation. That's it. That's all I ask for. If y'all not gonna help us, if y'all not gonna help us with the reparations or rebuilding the black community, just say that, yo, we want a delineation. I don't care about no motherfucking excuse. I don't care about what you think. I want the delineation. I'm asking for that. I'm begging for y'all to give a delineation. I'm begging for y'all to make it a petition, nigga. Because if y'all don't make it a petition, I will make it by 2025. It will be a petition because of me. You know, I will manipulate niggas to be like, yo, don't you want to show your own culture? Don't you want to show where you came from? Why not sign it? Real talk. I would have to do that because at the end of the day, it's just difficult where the people that we love, and we love y'all niggas. We love the Africans, the West Indians, the Latinos. We love all y'all niggas. Why you think we have so many babies by y'all niggas? The Asians. Yo, we love all y'all niggas. But at the end of the day, if you're against us, we can't fuck with y'all. We can't keep on holding your back when y'all niggas is about to get deported. We fight for y'all to come back to this country. No matter how much of a dickhead you are, niggas always help you. Y'all niggas talk about Marcus Garvey all day. Who you think helped Marcus Garvey? Who you think helped Marcus Garvey come to America? It was the Caribbeans. Who helped fight for Caribbeans come to America? Who helped? And the thing about it, only thing I'm glad America, I'm only glad that because my aunties and uncles fought. They fought. Let me ask y'all a question. And I'm going to say this. I'm glad that they fought because I got my buddy Wiz Mason. And that's because of a selfish reason. Wiz Mason is my best friend. Bobby's my best friend. My other boy who's a Hebrew Israelite, he's my best friend. I don't want to throw his name out there because he's doing some shit right now. I don't want to throw his name out, but he's my best friend. We worked at Whole Foods together. He was my only best friend. I had a few more others, gays and all that other stuff. Gay people were my best friends too, yeah. Even though I didn't believe in their beliefs, they were my best friends. They were my good friends. I don't have that many best friends. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be personally honest with you. When I was going through what I was going through, there was times and there was days that I did cry. I would never cry in front of people because at the end of the day, I always felt like, it was weakness and people would have took that as advantage. This was when I was getting to learn about people. I was regretting not going to Tampa, Florida. The reason why, that's the only thing that I have against it. Because I didn't want to lose all my best friends all my good friends that I do have. Because I wouldn't have anybody. I have another good friend that's Cape Verdean. Him and his brother, they both are my best friend. Why would I want to lose? I don't have anybody. This is what people don't understand. Without my family, I don't have anybody. I've always been a loner. That's why my mentality is the way it is. And you know what? I'm going to end right here. Let me see what the other guy. Hold on. I'm sorry. And Voice of the Ancestors, this isn't all about you. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I supported you. And there's some shit that I do fuck with you about. I will say that. I fuck with you hard, my nigga. And I'll be 10 toes down with you. But when it comes to foundational Black Americans, I don't like that shit. It rubs me funny. I'm going to say it. It rubs me funny. It rubs me the wrong way. And the reason why it rubs me the wrong way, because y'all can accept Latino Black. Y'all can respect Afro-Latina. But when niggas say, foundational Black Americans, y'all niggas can't respect that shit. There is Afro-Latina. I will always respect Afro-Latina. And you know what? I'll always be 10 toes down with Afro-Latina. No matter what they do, what they say, 10 toes down until I figure out what's going on. Africans, I was always 10 toes down with Africans. Me, I had to take a few steps back because of how y'all felt about Foundational Black Americans. The West Indians, I had to take a few steps back and I had to investigate like, yo, who is who? What is what? Wiz Mason always will be down with me because at the end of the day, I will take care of him. Let me get my reparations. Wiz Mason, you don't got to worry about anything. We're going to start a business together. If I die, you're already taken care of. It is what it is. Bobby always Wiz Mason always hung out with me. He always been there for... Wiz Mason helped me out. And I'm going to tell y'all a story. If y'all don't know, I always never been this type of person who did have a little bit of type of money, or who did have credit cards, or who did have shit like that. I didn't have none of that shit. And the reason why is just I never fucked with the shit. I tried to do good in life when I was in college. I met Wiz Mason. Or Wiz Main, whatever y'all call him. But Wiz Main, he was my best friend. I've been through women problems. I've been through relationship problems. Girls cheating on me and stuff. Not even really like cheating, but like doing their thing. Oh yeah, it's not you, it's me. That type of shit. Alright, cool. I accept it. I was hurt, but I accept it. But Wiz Mason always been there. But there was a situation where I didn't have no money. Where I was broke. My mother wasn't helping me. My mother, you know what she said? What you do with your money? Why don't you got any money? You're irresponsible. Not knowing that, like, yo, I only made $150 this week. $150 for 2 weeks. I just paid my phone bill. I only got like $20, $30, maybe even $50. Wiz May sounds like, yo, Wiz, I ain't got no money. Can you buy me some food? You know how embarrassed that shit was for me? Ask my best friend for some money. And you don't think if I get reparation, I would help this nigga? I'm like, yo, Wiz Mason, we're going to Magic City to get lemon pepper chicken. And I would cry. I would cry because at the end of the day, all the stuff he did for me. All this stuff was like, yo, I'm going to tell you all this. There was time where I had to go get milk. And I didn't have no money. He sent me $10. I didn't have no money. I was like super broke. I didn't want to tell nobody like, yo, I don't have no money. Real talk. This nigga's Jamaican. Jamaican ancestries. And let me tell you something. And like I always tell people, oh nigga, you prejudiced. You're racist. No, it's never been about that. It's never been about that. And the reason why it's never been about that, because at the end of the day, my best friend, like I say, he's my best friends. This is why I talk about him and Bobby. Bobby's black. But Wiz Mason, he's Jamaican. He always helped me. He always helped me. And this is why I was like, yo, I'm 10 toes down with Tariq, because at the end of the day, he's doing what's best for us. Because none of y'all never helped us. Y'all niggas are not Wiz Mason. Y'all are not going to help us. Look how y'all turned on us so fast after we found out information about fucking hip-hop. Hip-hop was born in New York, but it was created in the South. It was created in the South. You can't even give us that fucking credit? Y'all had freestyle. Y'all had dance hall. Y'all had reggae. And y'all couldn't even big that shit up. And I love me some freestyle. Give me some Debbie Debs. I love me some Debbie Debs. But the shit that y'all doing is very fucking evil. Even African music. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna get y'all hip before we even finish watching this video. I love African music, especially French rap. I love my Nesca, my Naza, my Naho, Boba. Even the traditional African music from Senegal. Rhythm ABC. Kofi. I've been around y'all enough to love your music and love who y'all are, love your culture. But your culture is not hip hop. Your culture never been hip hop. Y'all have your own culture. Y'all have your own thing. And the thing about it, and I had to tell this Ugandan. They was like, "Oh yeah, Burna Boy and Afrobeats." No. Y'all have your own culture. You have your own culture in France. You have your own culture in your own country. That shit is lit right now. You just have to find a niche. But you know what? This is where Fat Joe went to. Fat Joe went low because at the end of the day, he couldn't understand black culture. He couldn't understand black culture.
Like, okay, it's
So yeah, Joe thought this dude was black, and he was saying all this little slick anti-black stuff around him.
kind of like a little racist, but you know, it is what it is. It ain't nothing bad, but it's just like, I guess he was so pro Latino that he was really pumping that rhetoric at that time. You know, he was trying to take it to another level.
Well, okay.
Pun was the first one.
Let me play devil's advocate. Okay, so was it racist, or was it just that like he was really proud and trying to put on the other side of it because there wasn't really any prominent, you know what I mean, that within the culture?
I ain't going to downplay. I'm going to tell you straight up. He was on some like, the Moyo's been doing this for years. It's time for us to come in. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how it was stated. And that's how I heard it. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. It's pro. It's pro. But at the same time, it was a little bit of shade there, you know? A little bit.
But he got put on by black artists, though.
It's what I was thinking the whole time I'm hearing that. But I'm saying to myself, who am I? I'm just...
Right. Fat Joe got put on. Black artists put him on. And it's always like that. We put people on, and then they still have this weird disdain.
Here just listening. I'm just taking in what he's saying. I'm taking in because I'm in a room full of black Latin brothers that are all in the music industry. You got to understand that, too. I'm the only person there, personally, at the time that looked like I was. So I got in where I fit in, but... Here we go. That's the rhetoric that was pumped because he felt comfortable.
So they thought this brother was Latino, so they started kind of getting comfortable and speaking that anti-black talk around him because they thought he was Latino too.
He was in his own world at the time too. Like, you know, you're in a closed environment. You got your people that look up to you, and you got
so
some
you
people...
can say what you really feel.
Exactly.
That's the halftime speech, basically.
Yeah. I'm taking it. But like I said, I heard him and Macho say stories where now is demeaning and being real racist to black people. Him and
wait,
Macho.
Wait. What you mean?
The two white guys at the crew was him and Macho.
Okay,
and
but I know. But what is the story though?
Macho was a fucking, you know, he hung out with the Jewish guys, so he was really demeaning when it came to black people. And Joe would join that conversation. You know.
So he's saying that they were talking greasy about black people, and Joe was in them conversations where they're talking greasy about black people.
Well, what is the story though? Can you share the story?
I'm not telling you the story. I'll let them tell the story. They're never gonna say it. But it was real demeaning, racial shit. Gotcha. But that's within, you know what I'm saying, the camp of the Spanish guys. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think everybody does it. Black people do it. White people do it when they're amongst their own. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't want to even say they aren't. But I know my beliefs. I know Punch believe. I know like Saints believe. When we came in, it's full of clips. I know the sick ones believe. We came in as we all is together. Now, if it was a minority of them niggas being racist in the back of their mind and saying racist shit, yes, Joe and Macho. The terrorist squad used to say a lot of.
This could be the biggest mistake you can make in your life. Look at this check for $160,000.
That's the shit I was talking about. This is why I said black is against everybody. Like, where has it been in the black and brown coalition? There's black people that fuck with us. There's black people that rock with us, absolutely. I always have said that. And the reason why I always have said that, because at the end of the day, they understand our culture. They have. You know, and I feel like they shouldn't be penalized for that. But at the end of the day, if they still hang with their people and stuff like that, there's an issue. Let me tell you something. This might be controversial. All right. This is why a lot of white women, they was like, yo, fuck my house. I'm going to the black community. The reason why they go there, because we will always accept them. We will always, it is what it is. We will always accept black, we always accept anybody. They white, Asian, Latinos, Indian. We always accept, coming in, yo, show me how your hairstyle is. That's like, yo, let me do your hair. Woo, 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 woo. Let me get you lit. Yeah, you're going to get some people that'll hate on you. Just because, you're from a different culture. But you know what? The community will protect you. Community will always be by your side, because you know why? Because you're always with the community. It's true. It is true. All this shit, oh yeah, we hate on other people and shit. Like, no, it never been like that. We always accepted other people. We always fought for other people. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think Marcus Garvey's shit would have been lit without black Americans? Do you think Malcolm X activism would have been lit without black Americans? So where the fuck was Africans? What the fuck was y'all doing? What about when y'all migrated over here? Who you think helped y'all migrate it? Let me tell you something. With the Jamaicans, we helped them migrate over here, but guess who they sided with? Who you think they sided with? Now with black Americans, Africans got over here. Who you think they sided with? We did the Afrocentric shit. We did the dashikis. We did that nasty ass fucking Egyptian Musk shit. But guess what? All y'all niggas turned on us. Now cause we fight back, y'all niggas is mad? Y'all niggas got animosity calling us racist? Y'all had the audacity to call us racist? While y'all Latinos was called Germans? As y'all African motherfuckers change y'all name to Peter and John and Michael and fucking Adam? Like, come on. What are we talking about right now? The voice of the ancestors, yo, you're an asshole. I know you're an asshole. And that's why I say, yo, I think you're Nigerian, my nigga. I always told you that. Before we made bonds and say, that, yo, we're not gonna fuck with each other anymore, my nigga, I think you're Nigerian. You have that Nigerian fucking trait. Whereas, like, okay, you know what? I can't fuck with you, my nigga. Godfrey, he has a spiritual... Yo, let me tell you something. That nigga Godfrey has a spiritual energy. Where that Do I really want to say this? Because I know niggas is gonna feelings gonna be hurt. Godfrey has an energy where shit is neutral. He understands both sides. He knows when niggas act a fool. He knows when niggas need to fucking yo, calm the shit down. But at the end of the day, he knows when to say and what not to say. He knows when to be emotional and when not to be emotional. All your fucking... And I don't like... The thing about it, I'm never going to call them minions. I was almost on calling them minions. But your audience, most of your audience, have a problem with foundational Black Americans. They always did. They always think of an excuse. Let me ask y'all a question. When are y'all gonna help us? Y'all didn't help us with shit. Africans never helped Black people with shit. Latinos never helped Black people with shit. When was y'all hanging around trees with us? Only reason why the fucking small hats was hanging on trees was because them niggas is lying about fucking violating somebody. Let's be honest. Are we gonna be honest or are we gonna talk about this? Like I said, I loved all of y'all. I always defended all of y'all. I was always the Afrocentric. I was always the Kwanzaa, the fucking Pan-African, the red, black, and green. But this is what I'm gonna say. The only people I fuck with from Africa is from Benin or Togo. Maybe even Senegal. Not, what's your name? What's my man's name? Akon, I don't even fuck with that nigga from A Hole in the Wall. He's an African coon. He's a real tether. That's a tether right there. Now y'all Latinos turn on us from New York. Y'all niggas talk about race wars. Nigga, we heard it. Now it's time for y'all to check y'all people. If y'all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna end like this. If y'all Latinos don't check y'all people, y'all African people don't check y'all people, y'all Caribbean people don't check y'all people, what the fuck do we need a colonization? I really don't want to say this. What the fuck we need a coalition for? Why do we need to stick together if y'all niggas are gonna turn on us? This is giving y'all the best chance of saying like, yo, you know what? We all as one. Y'all niggas don't say shit. I don't hear nothing from none of y'all. When John Lozamo said the shit that he said, where was Fat Joe? Where was Jennifer Lopez? Where was all y'all niggas? Y'all niggas wasn't there as always. Africans, there was no Akon. There was no Burna Boy. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: the real niggas is them niggas in France. Gazo, Nesca, Naho, Boba, Naza. Criminal, was it Kasha Criminal? Or Criminal Kasha. Nigga who wear the mask from Congolese. Where are y'all niggas at? Them niggas. Oh, my nigga Chally. Chilly. That's my nigga. That nigga always put in. The nigga went in jail for beating the brakes off the cop for 2 years, nigga. He did 2 years in jail for that shit. For beating the brakes off the police. Chally, my nigga. Those are the niggas I fuck with who's from Africa. What about y'all fake ass fucking boule niggas? Nigga, don't let me get no money, nigga. They will be coming to the bar. They will be coming to the United States. But hopefully, I hope there is a coalition. But at the end of the day, I hope y'all keep y'all word. But until next time, I might do something tomorrow if I can find something. If not, I'll see you Monday. Everybody, y'all take care. We had a great show. We lit. And like, voice of the ancestors, don't take this shit personal. It's just, niggas, this shit had to get let out sooner or later. Bobby, I know Bobby already attacked you because niggas see my shit. He seen how you was talking to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. This nigga went in. He went in on your boy. But he didn't take it personal. He just took it as like, yo, this is business, my nigga. I want y'all to fix what's going on. If you're gonna make money, fix your country, then all of that other stuff, come over here and, yo, fix what's going on. Be on our side. That's all we ask you. Have a real coalition. But until next time, y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all later. It's 1:30. But like I said, I hope y'all don't take it personal. It's just, nigga, this is the Twitter shit. That's the South African Elon Musk bullshit. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all probably tomorrow or Monday.